Football chants are meant to support clubs, but they have become de facto war chants. The chants reverberating around the stadium means so much to players, fans and neutrals alike. The Phobia anthem carries the very soul of Accra Hearts of Oak, and you don't need to be told. You must experience it.
Arose, arose, arose. Be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous Hearts of Oak. We never see. Just listening to the words. Say, arise, arise. We are the famous. If you said you are famous, you need to do something.
Normally, when we have a corner kick, and then you hear the supporters, Phobia. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So as a player, when you hear those things, you're like, hey, Charlie, then expectation is around me. You know what I'm saying? Because supporters are expecting something from me. That's why they are letting you know this kind of songs and then kind of cheer ups and all those things.
Anytime we sing that song, there's an ancestral spirit in that song because it was composed long ago, so many years ago, and it has fallen from generation to generation, and that is the generation we are in now. George, even we ourselves, when we are singing, you have this kind of zeal. It gives you that spirit. The spirit comes for you to sing, and when you sing, you see that spirit is reflecting, it's manifesting on the field.
On the pitch.
I remember when we were about to play against Kotoko. So whilst in the dressing room, I came close to the tunnel, and then the noise and the song. So I went in back there, and then I called my friend Anta. I was like, Charlie, it's our first time. Listen to the song. Hear the voices of our people. Guys, we need to do this.
When he finished the song, and then he called one of, I forgot the name. I think Tomiokan. So he called him, so I'm a Accra Great Olympic supporter, and I made this song for Hearts of Oak. You like it, so we like it. And brief.
Without any doubt, the Accra Hearts of Oak Anthem is the most loved and chanted football club song in Ghana. Even sworn rival fans have at times publicly declared their love for the Phobia track. The anthem's popularity stretches beyond the sporting arena, as it is sometimes blasted in nightclubs, political events, funerals and many others. The chanting of the song at the Accra Sports Stadium or at any other venue by fans of Accra Hearts of Oak not only slights the opponents, but also acts as the adrenaline to boost the morale of their players. Hearts legends Amankwa Mreku and Ajatete, who share between them 13 league titles, 4 FA Cup titles, the CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup titles, are living testimonies to the kind of power the Phobia anthem exudes.
Arose, arose, arose. Be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous Hearts of Oak. We never say that. It's kind of a motivation when we see there's a new spirit. Exactly. And then when the movie appears, Phobia. So you cannot afford to kind of judge our home. You definitely have to do something. Exactly. And so with those cheer-ups, with those kind of anthems and songs, that you could see that yes, supporters are waiting. They are longing for whatever performance you guys have to put up. And so yes, that is kind of motivation and never say die until the balls are rotting. Exactly. So the supporters, in other words, they are telling you, you know what, you need to do something. You need to perform above certain kind of ability. Yes, what I'm saying. So that has been our motivation. That there was this match when we came to the car park, and then at that time the renovation has not been made, and so that was the time that Gau just came to House of Oak, and so we just came out of the bus, and then we you know, the supporters were there drinking, you know, beer and, you know, having some kebab. Yes. And so we just greeted them, and then they said, "You guys are greeting us. You go to the park and go and fool. We will insult your mothers and your fathers." And so it's like, when we entered the dressing room, Gaou came to me and said, "Senior, but we don't started the ball." I said, "Yes." He said, "But why are the supporters doing that? Why are they insulting us?" I said, "No, they've not insulted us. There's a condition. They said, don't go and fool. So Gaou, just go out there, go and bang in the goals, and they will cheer you up." So oh, senior are here. So you see, that's what I'm saying. If you can just tolerate supporters of Hearts of Oak, yeah, then that makes you a total player.
Arose, you see, arise, arise. Yeah. It's even the anthem motivates you a lot. It reached a time when we are playing, we normally we made a phone call to the supporters, most especially at Chapter O. So how is the capacity of the stadium? Hey, you guys, the stadium is full. Say, yeah, then we are going to exhibit what's inside us. So at least, let me say, when we saw the supporters, it ginger us most. Also when they were cheering, when they started cheering us, singing the anthem and shouting, you see, it motivates a lot.
Sam Johnson, popularly known as Phobia, played for the Premier League Giants between 1991 and 1995, winning 2 FA Cups amongst many laurels. Phobia admits he fell in love with the anthem years before he would get the opportunity to don the club's jersey.
I was a kid when I heard the national anthem, you know, going to watch football in people's house, and you know, and when the team is down, you can hear from the background, you know, Arose, Arose, Arose. So they have some beginning one, but that one actually, yeah, the Arose is the one that, you know, everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. Just say Arose, Arose, Arose. Be quiet and cheer us all. We are the glorious Hearts of Oak. We never say that.
Did you pay attention to Phobya's lyrics? Be quiet and cheer us on. That's not what we know. Lately, some school of thoughts have arisen, seeking to almost reintroduce new lyrics for an anthem that has stood for decades. Perhaps less abrasive and acceptable words in their minds, and to all and sundry. Some say the introductory lines are rather arise, arose, arisen. Others say it's our roots are old. Surely the phrase be quiet and don't be silly is under scrutiny for whatever reason in the 21st century. That line may be with us forever, somehow. So, how did the Phobia song become what we have known it to be? Information I gathered from Ashford Tetoku, famous club historian who has served in all capacities, is that the current Hearts anthem is a mixture of many club anthems and Jama by groups. In fact, organized supporting in Hearts of Oak started under the legendary ex-chairman Tommy Thompson in 1976 with the formation of cells named chapters under the umbrella National Chapters Committee. So, there were 2 main Hearts anthems from which what we have now were derived from and remixed. One sung by the solid historical traditional board of directors of J.K. Moffat and H.P. Nyamete before board meetings in the 70s. It had these lyrics: Great Hearts of Oak, Ghana's leading team, strong as the oak tree. Though with hearts of men, we fall and rise as the waves of the sea. Christ on our side, we never say die. And the second, which was sung by the supporters on the field, had these lyrics: Glorious Hearts of Oak, the mother team. Beautiful and glorious Hearts of Oak. We will build a great foundation with the colors red, yellow and blue. Hearts 11 is a mighty team. These anthems are well documented in the sourced book Saga of Hearts, right on pages 83 and 84. So it appears what we have now is a mixture of lyrics from the anthems and Jama by composers. So the segmenting of what is being enjoyed as the Hearts anthem now is in 5 parts. Hearts, Phobia, Arise, 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 Congratulations, Hearts of Oak, Phobia, Oseye, Arose, 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 and of course mention names of some players from 1997 to 2001. So my search for who put the current mix together deepened. I needed to find the source of Arose, Arose, Arose. I met Nii Ashitey, son of the late Nii Teye Ashitey, founder of the Wolome music group, responsible for the current tune that is enjoyed across the world.
He's a Great Olympics fan.
Wow. So what did he tell you? Came into his mind before
I asked him, you are an Accra Great Olympics supporter. Why don't you do Accra Great Olympics song? And you did Accra song. He said, no, my son, when you are selling at Mokola, and you are not an Olympic supporter, you are Accra supporter, and Accra supporter want to buy your goods. Yeah. Do you want to tell me you won't sell it for them? You are a businessman. So business carry on.
Wow. There's been a lot of controversy about how the Arose came and all of that. Because Hearts of Oak had some anthems.
Arose was there long time. So that's my father picked from that song. Okay. And he had to.
The Hearts of Oak anthem.
Yes. When he finished the song, then he called one of, I forgot the name. Is it? Yeah, I think
who was it?
Tomiokan.
Yes, Tomiokan.
So he called and said, oh, I'm a Accra Great Olympic supporter, and I made this song for Accra of Oak. Do you like it? He said, oh, we like it. Then he breathed to them. So they assure him that, okay, go to the studio, finish everything, then come back, then we sit down. Then if you can do some contract so that you do that special song for only Accra of Oak. Yes, I have the master tape.
The master tape. So how did the song go out? Because now you go everywhere, people are playing it.
But you know Accra of Oak 1911. Yes. 1911 club, you know their supporters. you know already.
But were they playing the song at the stadium?
Stadium, yes. I don't know whether you know the deputy deputy director of sports, but it's Blessable. It's just Sakakwe. I don't know where. Yes, he's like Wolome. So sometimes you invite Wolome to stadium, then we go and play there for that particular song. Everywhere when we are playing at bar, people request. Outdoor, people request. Party, people request. Funeral, people request that song.
So the source of Arose, Be Quiet and Don't Be Silly indeed was the Wolome group. And well, even the musical chapter O are bent on keeping what they have grown up to love.
It's like, it's a family thing when it comes to Arose. So like I remember one day we were down by Wangu, then somebody came, Arose, go Ababa. So you see, the people even behind us were telling us, hey, do this Arose. So you see, that Arose means a lot to people. Not only even the players on the pitch, even the supporters. It means a lot to them. It's a spirit thing. It's a thing that even you at the stadium, when you hear it, you know Accra of Oak is playing.
There are other thoughts that the rare anthem is not, but that is what I grow.
What you grow up to know. And that's what we are singing.
That's what
and that's what works for you at the stadium.
Exactly, because the only thing I also remember is that when Hearts of Oak unveiled Frequency to become the CEO, he sings some anthem,
yes.
And I don't know, I haven't come across it. I don't know if but he sings from A to Z. By then, Hezako was there. Nii Teye was there. And Samson was there in the room. Commodore Mace, all of that. It was after he sang that song that he also said that this is the Phobia anthem. But I've not heard it before. I don't know. The words it's so strange.
Yes,
you understand. But most of us, this generation, when we grew, this is the anthem that we know. Arose.
And that's
Some people were even brutalizing it. They say Arose, Arise, Arisen.
No,
I mean, that
the spirit is Arose.
It's Arose. And that is what we grow to know.
That's it.
And that has worked for us, especially when we meet our opponents. And the word "don't be silly." Come on, that is what teaches them the lesson. And it has come to stay. Anytime we sing that song, there's there's an ancestral spirit in that song because it was composed long ago, so many years ago, and it has fallen from generation to generation, and that is the generation we are in now. George, even we ourselves, when we are singing, you know, you have this kind of zeal. It gives you that spirit. The spirit comes for you to sing, and when you sing, you see that spirit is reflecting, it's manifesting on the field.
On the pitch. Hearts of Oak's motto, never say die until the bones are rotting, is perhaps what influenced majority of the club's late comebacks and famous victories over the years. Hearts of Oak has a following that can intimidate any rival team when they come to the Accra Stadium. The venue used to be a fortress for most years and clubs sank deeply anytime they visited. They used constant singing, displayed their incredible support, especially in the intimidating Osu stand, where the famous and ever-singing Chapter O create a fiery gathering.
It is good that whenever we hear the song, what we feel is the spirit of winning the game, the spirit to win the game. Once we hear the song, it means that supporters are telling us to back up and then do something for them. Not even for us, for them. They want us to win. So when they start singing, we get courage, and then the courage will give us the power and the strength and everything to win the game for them, for the supporters. We start by saying, Asi Levy is a mighty team. Asi Phobia Levy is a mighty team. Asi Levy is a mighty team. Asi Levy is a mighty team. Then Arose, Arose, Arose. Be quiet and cheer us on. We are the glorious Hearts of Oak. We never say die. When we want them to cheer us, we are the glorious Hearts of Oak. We never say die. And we never say that. It's a mighty team.
Peter Lamptey was a member of the Hearts Fearsome Five that terrorized many teams in the 70s and 80s. The euphoria, relevance and soul of the Phobia song is not lost on the current generation. Captain Fatal Mohammed and Emmanuel Mete equally had feelings attached to the song even before joining.
I heard it when I was young. You know, that time football wasn't easy for us to play. So in that time we were just kids and we started to play house-to-house football because that time we cannot play course in that time. So until the time that we started to play course, then we started to be hearing it because I born in North Tamale. So when Hearts is coming to play RTU in that time we were young. So we do go to stadium, the supporters do sing the music. So it was very, very nice. Until I tell myself that one day I will join this family.
My dad was a staunch Hearts of Oak fan. So anytime Hearts of Oak are playing, especially on Sundays when I'm home, it's the song for the day. No other music is being played at home except the Hearts of Oak Anthem. When I heard it for the very first time, after the game, I called my fellow friends at home that on Sundays we should play Hearts against Kotoko. So I have to organize the Hearts of Oak squad, and then we pitch up against our friends to play against them. So while I was growing up, it was because of the song I heard.
So it's clear the reformists are struggling to try and change some of the words in what they perceive should be the Phobia anthem. But anyway, Arose, Arose, be quiet and don't be silly appears what everybody loves to sing and what everyone has come to know. That's one thing for sure. No matter how you think about it, no matter how you want to go around it, the Phobia anthem truly represents Accra Hearts of Oak and has their soul and their heart. George Addo Jnr. for JoySports.